Hello friends, welcome to this session. Now on your screen is a question which is coming up again and again in our exam, popping up in different versions. So I thought it would be a good idea to take a quick look at this question in its various forms and discuss the points which are relevant to answer this question successfully. Okay, so I'll just go through this question quickly. Following a series of poor crop yield in consecutive years means the main crops which are commonly used will not be available. There is history of village people consuming a common crop as a staple diet. So what this means is this particular crop is not normally used, but now that the routine crops are not available, they are making use of this particular crop. Many of the villagers are now presenting with paresis. In another version of the question, it says many of the villagers are now presenting with difficulty in walking. So there are two versions. In one, they mention paresis. In another one, they mention difficulty in walking. In this particular version, they also mention on examination there is a trophy of the gluteal muscle. So this one is mimicking the upper motor neuron palsy like thing. And then the question is, which of the following is likely cause for the condition of the villagers? In the question where they were walking about difficulty in walking and using a stick to walk, there the question was which vitamin supplementation will help these patients. Okay, so there are two versions of the question which are just jumping around. Then you have these names BAPN, BOA, diaminobutyric acid, and the dehydrosanguinary. Now I'm sure these are some common names which you have come across while doing the questions again and again and again. More commonly in community medicine as food adulterants, these molecules have been popping up, right? So let's take a quick look at these molecules, what they do, and the points that you need to remember. So the version which was asked last year focused on BAPN, beta amino propionitrile. Full name is gamma glutamyl beta amino propionitrile. Obtained from the plant Lathyrus odoratus. See, these are all Lathyrus, but the subspecies is different: odoratus, sativus, and latifolius. So BAPN from odoratus, and it causes the osteolathyrism mechanism. The cross links created by lysyl oxidase, it gives the covalent bond between the collagen chains by oxidizing the lysine. These are decreased due to inhibition of prosthetic group in the enzyme. Result is collagen is weak. That is why in these patients, vitamin C supplementation, it will increase the cross link, although these will be the hydrogen bonds, but with the increased number of the hydrogen bonds, the strength of the collagen will be somewhat restored. So it will be better in comparison to when the vitamin C supplementation is not there. So in patients of osteolathyrism, the vitamin C supplementation is going to help by compensating a little bit for the weak collagen by strengthening it by providing further hydrogen bonds. Okay, so this is one question. Second is the BOA, beta oxalyl amino alanine, and the second molecule is homoarginine. Both of them obtained from Lathyrus sativus. Both of them obtained from Lathyrus sativus. They cause the neurolathyrism, which mimics the motor neuron degeneration syndrome. More commonly, it is the upper motor neuron degeneration syndrome, which is mimicked. So there will be paresis, and there will be loss of mass of the gluteal muscle due to loss of the toe. Then you also have the diaminobutyric acid. Till now, you've not got the question on diaminobutyric acid, so this becomes a likely question. We've got the question on BAPN, we've got the question on BOA. Till now, we've not got the question on the diaminobutyric acid. This is also obtained from Lathyrus, but the subgenus is the latifolius. It is latifolius. What it does, it inhibits the hepatic urecycle enzyme ornithine transcarbamylase. Okay, so this is very, very important. Second enzyme of the urea cycle, which will result in hyperammonemia. Okay, it will result in hyperammonemia, and therefore it will present with the hepatic failure like features. So remember these three conditions: osteolathyrism, neurolathyrism, and the hepatic failure like features, all due to molecules coming from the Lathyrus species. Genus are different: odoratus, sativus, and latifolius. Another common adulterant in the food which can come from plants is the sanguinarine and the dehydrosanguinarine coming from Argemone mexicana. So this Argemone mexicana is a very common weed in the upper part of the country, in the west and the north, and it can grow with as a weed with the mustard plant. So if these seeds are these plants are in large number, then they will contaminate the mustard oil and result in the condition or the epidemic of the epidemic dropsy. Okay, so these are some of the important and common food adulterants coming from plants that you have to know. Three of them coming from the Lathyrus, one coming from the Argemone mexicana. So that's all about this particular question coming up again and again in your exam. Thank you very much.